let's have a think about another situation in a database setup. So let's go into PHPMyAdmin, and here we go here. So what I've got at the moment is we'll just concentrate on these two tables here. Okay, one is called PC2. At the moment there are 4 records in it. Okay, PC ID, PC name, PC manufacturer, PC operating system, just rubbish text in there. If we go to the structure of PC2, we see that PC ID is set up as a primary key. Okay, it's not allowed to be empty, not null, is not allowed, and it is auto increment. Okay, so what that means is when we're inserting a record into the PC2 table, we leave the PC ID blank. We don't do anything with that field in the record, and PHPMyAdmin automatically takes care of figuring out what's the largest current value for the ID on the most recent record, and it will just increment that by 1, and that will become the new ID for the ID for the new record. Okay, so that's PC2. If we go to another database table I have here called Room2, and you will be making PC2 and Room2 in an exercise. Details are on Moodle. In this case, Room2 has got 2 records. Okay, again, rather silly names, how many PCs could be in the room, whether the room is for PCs or not. Okay, so that's either a 1 or 0 representing yes or no. We've got a primary key here, room ID. So if we look at the structure of this table, okay, there's the key for primary key, auto increment. Okay, so the idea here is that one of these tables is storing information on the PCs, another table is storing information on the rooms. Okay, so each time PCs are moved into a room, we need to record that. Okay, and the best thing to do is to record that into another table. Okay, and you know, if I want to move PCs into a room called P9999, but P9999 is not in the Room2 table, then I shouldn't be able to do that. Okay, similarly, if I have a PC called I don't know, the Dell Banana or something like that, if it's not in the PC2 table, I shouldn't be able to move such a PC into this new link table. Okay, so if you notice here, I've got PC in Room, PC in Room 2, PC in Room 3. I've already got some of these tables, so I'm not going to use it. I'm going to create a new table. So let me go up to the database level here, which of course will be your D number, because notice I'm in MySQL 05. So if we just at the database level for your D number, you just go down here, you just do create table. So this is how to do it, if you like, without writing the SQL, just using the this GUI PHPMyAdmin. Okay, so I want to call it PC underscore in underscore room 4. Okay, how many columns I'm going to need? I'm going to need 5 columns. Okay, why 5? Well, let me just talk about it. What I want to do first of all is I want each record to have a unique ID in here. Okay, so I'm going to call this PC in room ID. Okay, I could call it PC in room 5 ID, but that's okay. That's okay. So I want that to be an integer. I want it to be not null, so I'm not going to click that. Okay, I want it to be a primary key. Okay, I get that message there. And I want it to be auto increment. Okay, so you can see it comes up there. Okay, so that's all I need to do there. Just doing that on that table. Okay, so that is my ID. So each record will have a unique integer value for that, automatically incremented from the most recent record. Okay, what I want to do here is I want to be able to reference the ID as a foreign key this time. Okay, from the PC2 table. Okay, so I'm going to use PC ID there, and I'm going to set that up shortly. I also need to reference the room ID. Okay, and let's say up to 9 numbers there. Okay, so that's going to give us hundreds of millions of possible records, possible values in here. Okay, and then we've got quantity. Okay, how many PCs could fit comfortably into DKIT computing classroom? Probably 20 to 30. So in that case, I'm going to have a length of 2. Okay, so 2 integers, 2 digits means up to 99 possible values. So that would be fine. And then finally, I want to make a record of when have I moved the PCs into a particular room. Okay, so I would like that to be automatically generated. So how am I going to do that? I'm going to look for timestamp. Okay, the default, I want to pick current timestamp. Okay, so as soon as we insert a record, that is going to happen there. And then is there something extra here? No. Okay, that's not coming up there. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so here are my 5 tables. I make sure my storage engine is InnoDB, and I save that. Okay, so now I've got my table here. I've got my primary key, but I need to make foreign keys out of these 2. Okay, so the way I do that is I go to Relation View. Okay, and this brings me up what are called foreign key constraints. Okay, very, very important. So what I do here, I can leave these blank here. The column, which column am I interested in my new table? I'm interested in PCID. Foreign key constraint. So now I am making the connection between this table and the other table where PCID is the primary key. And in this case, it's PC2. Okay, so I need PC2 here. And if you notice what's happening, it's automatically finding the primary key of PC2. Okay, so that is making the connection here. So I now have PCID in PC in room 4 is a foreign key, and it's linking to PCID, the primary key in this here. Okay, so what that actually means is that I can only move a PC that already exists. Okay. So I'm going to save that, and if you notice here, it generates a constraint name. Okay, PC room 4, IB foreign key number 1. Okay, so now that's fine. That's that one done. Let's go to the second one, room ID. Okay, same database. Yeah, your D number should come up there. Table, this time it's room 2. Okay, and notice there you can see the only key we have in room 2 is room ID. So that should be fine. And I'll save that there. Okay, so what I now have is you can see foreign key 2. Okay, it's coming up there, foreign key 1, foreign key 2. Okay, now, okay, happy enough about that. So now I've got these 3 tables linked. Okay, a particular room can have lots of PCs in it. Okay, and a particular PC, a particular model of PC, if we have say 10 or 20 of that model, some of those PCs, that particular model can be in one room, some of them can be in another room. Okay, so there are 2 relationships there, 2 one-to-many relationships. Now watch what happens here. If I want to insert records into this new table, this linked table, this table with 2 foreign keys, okay, I'm going to leave that blank, right? Because I want PHP-MyMint to automatically generate the ID, not null auto increment. Okay, PCID. See the way it's showing a drop-down list here and a drop-down list here. Okay, now let me, before we do anything, let's go into PC2 and let's just keep these things in our head. What are the PCs called? 3 letters each, A, D, G, J. Okay, and then room 2, I've got 2 records, A1 and B2. Okay, so let's go in PC in room 4. Let's insert here. Okay, and the nice thing about this is it will not let me insert a PC that doesn't exist. Okay, so you can see here it's showing me them, and nicely enough it is sorting them alphabetically by PC name, but also by PC ID. So I can pick one of these. I can't type my own. Okay, it's me trying to type there, nothing happening. Okay, so let me just pick that there. And similarly here, okay, room ID, I can only pick a room that already exists. Okay, and let's say, I don't know, 10 of those. Okay, and we can pick another one here. Okay, so let's say, so we can write them in 2 at a time here, and let's say 5 of those. Current timestamp, I'm not going to do anything there. You can see current as in current time. I could pick a different date if I wanted. Okay, but I'm not going to. So you can see 1st February 1705. That's the current date and time. So I'll leave that there. I just click go on that. Okay, and I'm getting the green background here. So let's browse. And what do we find out here? We find out that here is the primary key automatically generated. Okay, not null auto increment. Here are the primary keys. Here are the foreign keys for the 2 records from the PC2 table. Okay, and here are the room IDs from the room 2 table. Okay, and you can see there is the current timestamp. Okay, and it's the same in both cases because when I click the go button or the save button, whatever it was, I'm basically creating those at practically the same time. Okay, so that is the story here. Okay, so in terms of inserting referential integrity, okay, in this link table, this PC and room table, PC and room 4 table, I cannot insert a PC that doesn't exist in the PC2 table. Okay, I cannot put existing PCs into a room that does not exist in the room 2 table. Okay, so that's a problem. Now, supposing I try and delete the PC ID whose ID is 1. Okay, the PC whose ID equals 1. Okay, that's going to cause a problem here because this link table record, okay, is dependent on PCID 1. If I delete PCID 1 from the PC2 table, we've got a problem. Okay, what's going to happen to this record? It's going to be orphaned then. Okay, it is linking to a PC that doesn't exist. So PCID 1, let's go to PC2 table. PCID 1, if I try and click that, it always asks me, am I really sure? Okay, I get this sort of message here. Okay, cannot delete or update a parent row. Okay, a foreign key constraint fails. Okay, and you can see the foreign key here in this case is foreign key constraint 1, which is foreign key PCID references PC2 PCID. Okay, so I have records in my link table, my PC in room 3. Okay, sorry, I thought it was in PC in room 4. I have problems. Okay. Oh, okay. In fact, PC in room 3 actually links to this as well, so that's causing a problem. Okay, so it won't let me do that. Whereas if I try and delete this one here, okay, that was no problem. Why? Because I don't have any records in a link table referencing PC ID 4. Okay, if I go back to PC in room 4 and I try and insert a record in here, I see that the JJJ PCID 4 has gone from here. Okay, so that is referential integrity. It is creating a link table with foreign keys. That's how you do it in PHP My Admin.